In a world where heroes rise and legends are made, Marvel's films are the blueprint for cinematic greatness. Get ready to witness history in the making. Step into the Marvel Cinematic Universe's next frontier with 2024's most anticipated films, where every scene is a portal to adventure and every hero a beacon of hope. But first, let's take a trip down memory lane and revisit some of the best Marvel movies of all time. In 2008, a little movie called Iron Man hit theaters. With its perfect blend of action, humor, and heart, it kicks off the Marvel Cinematic Universe in epic fashion. We follow Tony Stark on his journey from billionaire playboy to armored Avenger, setting the stage for the interconnected superhero saga that would captivate audiences for years to come. Fast forward to 2012, and we're treated to the Avengers, the ultimate superhero team-up extravaganza. Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk. They all assemble to take on the villainous Loki in a battle for the fate of the world. It's a cinematic spectacle unlike anything we've ever seen before, and it solidifies Marvel's place as the reigning king of the box office. But let's not forget about the more recent gems, like Black Panther. Released in 2018, this groundbreaking film not only shattered records, but also shattered stereotypes, becoming a cultural phenomenon and proving that representation matters in superhero storytelling. And who could overlook the epic conclusion to the Infinity Saga with Avengers Endgame? It's the culmination of over a decade of storytelling, as our favorite heroes band together for one last stand against the mad titan, Thanos. With its jaw-dropping action sequences and emotional payoff, it's a film that will go down in history as one of Marvel's greatest achievements. Now let's shift gears and talk about something equally thrilling: the most anticipated Marvel superhero movies of 2024. First up, on July 26th, 2024, get ready for a double dose of action and humor and dynamic duo unlike any other, as Deadpool and Wolverine team up for an epic adventure. With their razor-sharp wit and adamantium claws, these two anti-heroes are sure to bring the laughs and the action in equal measure. Before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's rewind to the earlier days of Deadpool and Wolverine's cinematic journeys. Back in 2016, Deadpool burst onto the scene with a whirlwind of humor, action, and a whole lot of fourth wall breaking. Fans couldn't get enough of Ryan Reynolds' portrayal of the wisecracking mutant mercenary with a foul mouth, and the film quickly became a cult classic in the superhero genre. Then, in 2018, Deadpool 2 upped the ante with even more outrageous antics and a colorful cast of characters. From the introduction of Cable to the formation of X-Force, the sequel delivered on all fronts, solidifying Deadpool's place as one of Marvel's most beloved anti-heroes. Fast forward to the present and talk about the movie that everyone's been buzzing about, Deadpool and Wolverine. Filming for Deadpool and Wolverine kicked off in May 2023, but hit a roadblock in July due to the SAG-AFTRA strike. However, despite the challenges, the film promises to deliver an epic showdown between the loudmouth Deadpool and the brooding Wolverine. In the movie, Wolverine finds himself recovering from injuries when he crosses paths with Deadpool. Despite their rocky history, the two anti-heroes decide to team up to take down a common enemy, leading to a clash of claws and wisecracks that fans won't want to miss. And while Josh Brolin won't be reprising his role as Cable in Deadpool and Wolverine, there's still plenty of excitement in store. The film's official copyright has listed Corin's name against Cassandra Nova, a formidable XMen villain with a personal vendetta against her twin brother. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of Deadpool and Wolverine is the return of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. After previously declaring he was done with the character after Logan in 2017, Jackman surprised fans by agreeing to reprise the role one last time. When asked about his decision, Jackman simply said, "I just wanted to do it, and I felt it in my gut." Craven the Hunter. In the web of Spidey's world, one name strikes fear into the hearts of both man and beast: Sergei Kravinoff, better known as Craven the Hunter. This classic Spider-Man villain, born from the brilliant minds of Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, is not your average adversary. No, Craven is a Russian nobleman turned relentless big-game hunter, and his sights are set on the ultimate prize, proving himself as the world's greatest hunter by capturing none other than the web-slinging wonder himself, Spider-Man. But let's rewind a bit to understand the origins of this formidable foe. Born into a family compelled to flee Russia during the tumultuous February Revolution of 1917, Craven's journey took him from the opulence of nobility to the rugged landscapes of America. It was here that he honed his skills, becoming a master of the hunt and setting his sights on the ultimate challenge, Spider-Man. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, 2014, director Mark Webb tantalizingly teased Craven's presence, sparking excitement among fans for the potential appearance of this iconic villain on the big screen. And finally, the moment arrived when Craven the Hunter, slated for release on January 13, 2023, and later pushed to October 6, 2023. However, fate had other plans in store. The SAG-AFTRA strikes threw a wrench into the works, delaying Craven's cinematic debut by a hefty 10 months until August 30, 2024. But fear not, true believers, because the first trailer for Craven the Hunter dropped on June 19, 2023, offering a tantalizing glimpse into the origin story of this fearsome hunter. In a stunning 3-minute teaser, we witness a young Craven facing off against a mighty lion, only to emerge from the encounter with newfound animal-like powers. It's a thrilling twist on the Spider-Man mythos, setting the stage for an epic showdown between man and beast. But who would bring this complex character to life on the big screen? Sony considered a slew of A-listers, from Brad Pitt to Keanu Reeves, John David Washington, and Adam Driver. However, it was Aaron Taylor Johnson who ultimately landed the role after his captivating performance in the movie Bullet Train caught the producer's attention. It seems we'll be seeing a lot more of this formidable hunter in the years to come. So, Spidey better watch his back, because Craven the Hunter is on the prowl, and he's not backing down anytime soon. Venom, The Last Dance. Time to sink our teeth into the thrilling tale of Venom 3. The epic conclusion to the symbiote trilogy, starring the incomparable Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's recap the wild ride that led us here. In Let There Be Carnage, 2021, our anti-hero Eddie Brock faced off against the deranged serial killer Cletus Kasady, unleashing chaos and carnage in equal measure. But the real twist came in Spider-Man: No Way Home, where Eddie found himself unexpectedly thrust into the MCU through the mind-bending multiverse. And now with Venom, The Last Dance, it's clear that we're witnessing the end of an era for our favorite symbiote superhero. But fear not, dear fans, because Eddie Brock isn't hanging up his symbiote just yet. Now, you might be wondering, will Tom Holland's Spider-Man swing into action alongside Venom in this final installment? Well, despite all the speculation and the multiverse madness in Spider-Man No Way Home, it's unlikely that we'll see Holland's Peter Parker make an appearance. The 2023 Hollywood strikes may have affected the filming of Venom 3, but there's been no public hint of Spidey joining the symbiotic fray. However, that doesn't mean we won't see another version of the web-slinger swing into action. Keep your eyes peeled for the possibility of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, or even the introduction of the beloved Miles Morales. Before Kelly Marcel took the helm as director for the third film, the talented Andy Serkis, who directed the pulse-pounding Let There Be Carnage, expressed interest in returning to explore more of Venom's world. From the depths of the Ravencroft Institute to the sinister villains lurking in the shadows, Serkis believed there was plenty more story to tell before Venom crossed paths with Spider-Man in a future MCU-SU crossover. Venom, The Last Dance is scheduled to be released in the United States on October 25th, 2024. So, my fellow symbiote aficionados, buckle up and get ready for the final dance with Venom. With surprises around every corner and the fate of the symbiote universe hanging in the balance, this is one cinematic showdown you won't want to miss. If you are not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe now to get more movie updates. Spider-Man: Beyond the Spiderverse, TBD. Well, at least that was the plan. In this alternate universe, the movie was set to hit theaters later this month. But here in our reality, we're left hanging as the release date has been indefinitely delayed. Talk about a web of disappointment. We can expect to see familiar faces returning as well, including Jason Schwartzman as the diabolical villain The Spot, Jake Johnson as the lovable Peter B. Parker, and Karan Soni as the fearless Pavitr Prabhakar, aka Spider-Man India. And of course, Brian Tyree Henry and Luna Lauren Velez will be back as Miles' supportive parents, Jefferson Davis and Rio Morales. However, there's a bit of uncertainty swirling around Peter B. Parker's return. Jake Johnson himself admitted he's not sure if he'll be back for the next adventure. And let's just say, we'd be devastated if our favorite slacker Spider-Man didn't make a comeback. Now, let's talk about the end of Across the Spiderverse, where Gwen Stacy pulls together her own team of spider heroes from across the multiverse. That means we could see the return of fan favorites like Nicolas Cage as the brooding Spider-Man Noir, John Mulaney as the hilariously hammy Spider-Ham, and Kimiko Glenn as the tech-savvy Penny Parker. But wait, there's a twist on the web. Director Dos Santos revealed that we almost got a surprise appearance from a plastic variant of Spider-Man, complete with a giant kid's hand. Talk about a wild idea. Ultimately, the team decided to keep Miles' story focused and emotionally grounded, but hey, maybe we'll see Plastic Spidey swing into action in a future sequel. X-Men 97 Season 1. Dive into the mesmerizing world of mutant mayhem with X-Men 97, the animated series that's taking Disney Plus by storm. Created by the talented Beau DeMayo, this revival of the beloved X-Men, the animated series 1992-1997, picks up right where its predecessor left off, thrusting our favorite mutants into a whirlwind of danger and adventure. As the X-Men grapple with the loss of their beloved leader, Professor Charles Xavier, they find themselves facing a whole new set of challenges that will test their strength, unity, and resolve like never before. With DeMayo at the helm as head writer for the first 2 seasons, and Jake Castorina leading the charge as supervising director, fans can rest assured that the spirit of the original series will be faithfully preserved while also delivering fresh and exciting storytelling twists. The excitement reached fever pitch with the double-episode premiere of X-Men 97 on March 20th, 2024, sending waves of cheers and nostalgia through fans worldwide. With the promise of 10 action-packed episodes in its inaugural season, viewers are strapping in for an extended journey through the mutant-filled landscape they know and love. Embark on a thrilling adventure alongside your favorite X-Men as they navigate treacherous waters, battle fearsome foes, and prove that even in the face of adversity, the bonds of friendship and heroism will always prevail. It's time to join the X-Men once again and experience the excitement, the drama, and the legacy of X-Men 97. Madame Web. In the comic book cosmos, Madame Web emerges as a beacon of hope, using her uncanny clairvoyance to aid our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man in his battles against evil. But who is Madame Web behind the mystical veil? Let's spin our web back to 1973, deep within the lush jungles of Peru, where a team of intrepid researchers, led by the cunning Ezekiel Sims and his pregnant partner Constance Webb, stumble upon an enigmatic species of spider with extraordinary healing powers. But alas, treachery lurks in the shadows as Ezekiel betrays his comrades, leaving Constance for dead and claiming the spider's might for himself. Yet, from the ashes of betrayal emerges hope in the form of Cassandra Webb, born amidst tragedy and destined for greatness. Fast forward to 2003, and we find Cassandra, affectionately known as Cassie, treading the bustling streets of New York City as a paramedic. Little does she know, her life is about to take a dramatic turn when a near-death experience unlocks her latent clairvoyant abilities, plunging her into a world of visions and premonitions. But Cassandra's newfound gift comes with a heavy burden, as she finds herself entangled in a deadly game orchestrated by Ezekiel. With her keen insight, Cassandra intervenes to protect 3 unsuspecting teenage girls targeted by Ezekiel's malevolent schemes. Racing against time, she spirits them away to safety, determined to thwart Ezekiel's sinister plans at any cost. Driven by a sense of duty and fueled by her mother's legacy, Cassandra embarks on a perilous journey to Peru, where she undergoes a transformative ritual that unlocks the full extent of her psychic powers. Armed with newfound clarity and purpose, she confronts Ezekiel in a climactic showdown, where fate hangs in the balance. But victory comes at a steep price as Cassandra emerges from the fray, scarred and battered, yet imbued with a newfound sense of purpose. Though she may be blind and paralyzed, her clairvoyance grants her a vision of the future, where she vows to mentor the next generation of heroes, ensuring that her legacy lives on. And so, as Madame Web's tale unfolds on February 14th, 2024, we're reminded that even in the face of darkness, the light of hope shines brightest. For Cassandra Webb, The journey has only just begun, and the future holds infinite possibilities for this extraordinary heroine. Now let's talk about a game changer, because 2025 is about to unleash a whirlwind of excitement with a lineup of blockbuster movies that will redefine the superhero genre as we know it. First up, we have Captain America: Brave New World, a film that promises to take us on a thrilling journey alongside the iconic shield-wielding hero as he navigates a world in turmoil, forging a new path for justice and freedom. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Prepare to be dazzled by the arrival of Thunderbolts, a team-up like no other, where a motley crew of anti-heroes band together for a mission that will shake the very foundations of the superhero world. And let's not forget about the long-awaited return of Fantastic Four, as Marvel's first family makes their triumphant comeback to the big screen, ready to explore the depths of space and battle against the forces of evil with their extraordinary powers. But wait, there's more. Get ready to meet Ironheart, a new hero on the block who's ready to step into the spotlight and prove that she's more than just a suit of armor. With brains, brawn, and a heart of gold, she's destined to become a true legend in her own right. And that's not all. Get ready to sink your teeth into the dark and gritty world of Blade as the vampire hunter extraordinaire returns to take on the forces of darkness in a battle that will push him to the brink of his limits. But wait, we're not done yet. Brace yourselves for another dose of fantastic adventure as Marvel brings us a tale that's out of this world, filled with action, humor, and heart. If you want to see a complete detailed video on any of these movies, comment down below. It's clear that the year ahead is filled with excitement, adventure, and jaw-dropping moments that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. As we eagerly await the release of these incredible films, one thing is for certain: 2024 is shaping up to be a year like no other for Marvel fans around the world. So grab your popcorn, assemble your fellow superhero enthusiasts, and get ready to embark on an unforgettable cinematic journey filled with heroes, villains, and everything in between. Until next time, true believers, stay tuned for more updates, trailers, and sneak peeks as we count down the days until these epic Marvel adventures hit the big screen. Thank you.